Shalom Akim first and foremost. Shalom Akim first and foremost. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakah Kudash. And honors to the apostles and others, great millstone and rule well and teach well. And sincere salutation to Allah Akim out there pushing his truth and sincerity. This is Brother Manata's coming back with another video on famine through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Alright, so these articles and videos about famine is continually coming out, man. Alright, because we're coming at the time of that great famine, man. Alright, that famine where a lot of the love of many shall wax cold, man. Alright, no man shall have pity on his name. Alright, we're coming into the time. These are new times, man. So if you're not in truth and you listen to this video, alright, it would be wise to you take heed, alright, until what the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah are telling you. Alright, Yahweh Tazah would be those prophets. Alright. So the video goes Salaki, this article goes into the meat shortages are here. Alright, they're here, man. And the famine is here, man. Costco Kroger of limited supply. So with a lot of these plants, alright, that distributes the meat, alright, they're being forced to close down, man. Alright, and there go Esau making them unrighteous decrees, man. But hey, and then because you gotta think about it like this, it was an article, alright, where they were talking about how the meat plants are closing, alright, but yet, alright, they have meat from Libya being shipped to America, man. Alright, that's showing you the consumerism of America. Well, Babylon great. Alright. So let's get into this article and pull the precepts, Salakia. Alright. So it says the meat shortages have come sooner than expected. Honestly, man, when you been in this truth, alright, you know it was coming, man. Alright, you know that famine coming. You know, alright, that pestilence is here. Alright, you know, alright, the RFID chip is coming. You know, Jack's trouble coming. The devil coming down, having great wrath because he knows he has but a short time. All these things are coming, man. Alright, back to the article though. Likely thanks to the hoarders, because you got a lot of people who heard about this coronavirus and just start going crazy, man. Going on a food frenzy, man. Buying up meat, alright, toilet paper, all types of food, man. Because nobody knows what is gonna happen. They have no faith, man, in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Alright? And that mostly goes to the you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics who are in this truth. Alright, and if you are of those ethnicities, man, alright, you are the true Hebrew Israelites, man, that the Bible speaks of. Alright? And it is time, while the Most High still has his hand stretched out, to repent, alright, to get these scriptures and seek him, man, while you still can. Alright, going back to the article. Costco on Monday said it will be limiting customers to just 3 packages of meat per shopper. Alright, so we come to that point where a lot of things are going to become limited, man. Alright, and a lot of people finna feel it, man. Alright, a lot of people want to be able to buy as much food as they want to. A lot of things are finna be cut off, man. A lot of sources are finna be cut off at this coming time, man. Alright. Back to the article. While Kroger supermarkets posted an alert on the meat section of its website warning that it may have limited inventory due to high demand. Alright, speaking on that, it's a Walmart by my house. I went to go get a few things. Alright, and the meat section is almost clearly wiped out, man. Alright, to where it's undoubtable that a famine is coming. Alright, and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah been warning you through the prophets, man. Alright, that a famine is coming. He warned you in Matthew chapter 24, which I'm going to get after we read this article. That famine coming. He's going to send that famine, death, sword, and destruction, man. Pestilence. Alright. Well, reading on down. Alright, grocers have been bracing for a run on meat in mid-May as major meat processing plants, including Tyson Foods, have been forced to shut down production. but the shortages appear to have come earlier than expected as consumers worried about the meat shortage have been stocking up, experts say. All right, and that goes back to them doomsday preppers, man. All right, it's mainly them doomsday preppers who've been buying all this meat, man. All right, canned foods and all this. You have one section that's probably food and one section that's not. All right, and that's how you know, man. We coming into them times. This is the end, man. All right, but you got a lot of jakes who want this to continue on. All right, but let's get back into the article. But the shortages appear to have come earlier than expected as consumers worried about the meat shortage have been stocking up, experts say. Tyson's Foods, which had closed a number of plants last month after employees had become ill with the coronavirus, said on Monday that the pandemic will disrupt the meat supply chain for many more months despite an executive order from President Trump to keep processing plants open. Operationally, we have and expect to continue to face slowdowns and temporary idling of production facilities for team member shortages of choices we make to ensure operational safety, and the company said. Among its better known brands are Hillshire Farm and Jimmy Dean. Alright, I don't know, but this just popped in my head, man. Alright, this could just be another, a famine coming, but ultimately, man, they're becoming into that sheeple mindset, man, because they're preparing people, alright, for when martial law coming. They're gonna distribute how much food you get, man. Alright, and that's kind of getting them in that mindset. Alright, they're hurting them to that point, man, to where they like, okay, well, I wake up, I go to get this certain amount of food, then I have to go home. Alright, they're, what is it called, programming them to, all this is just like programming, man. A lot of people are falling into that, alright, and that goes back to the word sheeple, man, those who are easily led by the government. Alright, but let's go ahead and get these precepts. Alright. This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. Alright, so this is the words of the Lord. I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, alright, famine, death, and destruction. Alright, so the Most High said he finna bring this famine, the sword, death, and destruction. We seeing that, man. Alright, we seeing the plagues, man. All these are plagues, man, and we're seeing some of them take place, man. The famine, alright, the death, alright, and the destruction, man. Alright, and that destruction can be caused from the earthquakes, man, because it destructs a lot, man. It destroys a lot. Alright, jumping on down to verse 19. Alright, because this is what, alright, the famine is going to cause. Alright, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Why? And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Alright, that bread is food, man, that people eat, man. There's going to be a lack of bread, a lack of meat, man. Because these meat supply chains, man, some of their business are closing down. Alright? And for great tribulation. Alright, so a lot of people finna be eating each other, man. A lot of people finna be, doing whatever they can to eat. Alright, because they have no faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. As he said, as Yahushua said, man, take no thought for what ye shall eat, nor for your life or what ye shall drink. Is not body more than raiment? Alright, and that's why if you're not in the truth, you need to get into this truth, man. But it depends on if the Most High is dealing with you, man. As if he gonna reveal his secrets unto you, man. So it's all the Most High. Alright, so 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Alright, and those sown places, man, we can go back to a farm. Because a lot of these farmers are being forced to destroy their crops, man. Alright, and euthanize their chicken, the beef, pork, a lot of this stuff, man. So a lot of this food, or a lot of people comfort, finna be taken away. Alright, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So they can relate back to the warehouse, man. Or like in these stores, how they can have like a little small warehouse where they keep their meat, man. Then when they bring them out, they put them on the shelves. All right, and those full storehouses, man, they're being found empty, and we're seeing that, man. All right, going back to that article. All right, man, they're being found empty, man. You see, all right, so this is famine. It's serious, man. How about Shimmy Shot bringing famine, man? All right, he is judging. All right, Babylon the Great. All right, moving on to Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Let me get it real quick. All right, so this is when the apostles asked Yahushua when shall be the end of the world, but really that world goes back to the word cosmos, man. All right, and really means at the end of Esau's rulership, man. That means at the end of a kingdom, man. And we're seeing the end of Esau's kingdom, man. All right, so this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. All right, there go that word famines, man. All right, and we're seeing that coming now, man. These are the beginning of matter of fact, I'm gonna let the scripture speak, man. And pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these, all right, Salakia. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Alright, so we just in the beginning stages of this, man. And you see people, and you see Jake already bugging out and these other heathens, man. Alright? We seeing all these things coming, man. Alright? For the people who are in the truth, man, we know these things are to come for the kingdom, man. Because right after this, the kingdom coming, man. After Esau's kingdom go down, alright, hey, Yahushua kingdom is going to be set up, man. This world going to be ruled in righteousness under Yahushua HaMashiach, man. Alright. Alright, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. Start at verse 21. Alright. Behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And we're in those times, man. And a lot of people confused about what's going on, man. All right, a lot of people like, man, why this coronavirus? Why we having lack of food? Because, man, the devil coming down on you having great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time, man. All right, and ultimately to implement this mark of the beast, man. See, you control the food. Once you control the food, the water supply, you control the people, man. And they want the people to depend on them. All right, so when it comes time, they'll have the people persuaded to take that chip, man. Cause you taking away the things that make them comfortable, man. That food, all right. The home, you're gonna be kicked out your home if you don't take that chip. All right, you ain't gonna eat. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. All right, and a lot of people, man, ain't gonna make it, man. A lot of people gonna take that chip because they gonna want that they gonna want to be comfortable again, man. But when you in this truth, you gotta learn to be uncomfortable, man. All right, and we coming into that time of famine. All right, and more than ever, man, we gonna start depending even more on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And we still do depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushua this day, man. All right, but even more in that famine, man, because that's gonna be the test of our faith. All right. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of people, alright, down to this famine because they ain't going to be able to eat. Alright, it ain't going to be food, man. Alright, and if you do escape that famine, alright, you're going to get destroyed by the sword, man. Alright, when Esau come in like a flood, man. A lot of Jake's gonna be destroyed in that time of Jacob's trouble, man. Or most of them gonna eat a nuclear missile, man. Alright, burnt up in that hellfire. Alright, which one is this? Well, that was pretty much it on that. Alright, but Yahweh Tazah, alright, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you were edified. And again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakah Hakudash, and double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone that rule well and teach well. And sincere salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity. Till the next time, Shalom and abide b'ball.